am Camila Guare. Thanks for joining us. In this edition, tax crime information to be shared, foundation battle in court, and Komara defeats Hekari. Vital information regarding tax and financial crimes will now be shared between the Internal Revenue Commission and the PNG Independent Commission Against Corruption. The two agencies have entered into an information sharing memorandum of understanding with the IRC Commissioner General, Sam Coim, outlining that tax crimes and corruption often operate hand in hand. The Internal Revenue Commission and the PNG Independent Commission Against Corruption have entered into a memorandum of understanding that will allow them to share vital information and improve cooperation in combating tax and financial crimes, corruption, and illicit asset concealment in a timely and efficient manner. Speaking during the official announcement on Friday, December 5th, 2025, IRC Commissioner General Sam Coim said tax crimes and corruption often operate hand in hand. By working together, IRC and ICAC can respond more effectively and quickly. This partnership allows them to detect risk early, close compliance gaps, and ensure public funds are protected.
I think this partnership will also help, because there might be some information that we will be having in real time that will be of use to ICAC and other enforcement agencies to take a lead and act upon it.
Coim also pointed out the imminent inclusion of PNG on the Financial Action Task Force Grey List, which is an indication of insufficient anti-money laundering and counter-terrorism financing measures.
And I think some of the collaborations has not been done, some of the prosecutions for referrals have not been done. For IRC side, we have been collaborating with other institutions. We have referred criminal matters to police. We have also, when financial suspicious transaction reports are forwarded to us by FASU, we also make use of them in taking a lead on audit and investigations. And
I think you all know about the evils of corruption that has somewhat or in so many ways cripple our country. So I think one thing that I have observed over the years, I've served for 43 years in the force, plus my stint with the task force sweep as an administrator in the Southern Highlands province and back in ICAC. One thing which is impeding our progress in the fight against corruption, not only corruption but the general law and order situation, is the issue of lack of collaboration between all agencies, particularly the law enforcement agencies. That has become an obstacle. It is critically important if we do not cooperate and work together, unfortunately, whatever we want to do will always fail.
The Internal Revenue Commission has managed to recover almost 76 million kina from suspicious transactions concerning government payments and suspected fraudulent and corrupt payments. IRC Commissioner General Sam Coim said this was possible through a single collaboration with a single agency. He emphasized that this is why enforcement agencies need to work together. The Internal Revenue Commission, in collaboration with the Bank of PNG's Financial Analysis and Supervision Unit, or FASU, recovered almost 76 million kina in revised tax assessments. Speaking at the December 5th signing of a Memorandum of Understanding with the PNG Independent Commission Against Corruption, IRC Commissioner General Sam Coim stressed the need to work together with sister agencies.
So far, for the referrals that have been submitted by FASU, we've recovered about almost 76 million in revised tax assessments because of the intelligence we receive from. So Interagency collaboration is really critical, and most of this 76 million I'm talking about most of it is suspicious transactions concerning government payments, suspected fraudulent and corrupt payments. And we've taken a lead on this, and I think if all institutions within the enforcement agencies, if we can collaborate and work like that, I think we will be able to address the concerns that are being raised by the external assessment team. That particular 76 million is a total sum of recoveries we made for a single collaboration with a single agency, just to show how useful this kind of a collaboration can be. So we collaborate with FASU, and FASU refers all the suspicious transaction reports to us. And then we make use of that intelligence report, and we then inquire further using our powers, and that has resulted in the revenue yield of 76 million.
Prime Minister James Marape left for Sydney, Australia today to attend the PNG Investment Week. The event is set from December 7th to the 11th. The PNG Investment Week is PNG's flagship global investment forum that brings together government, industry, and international investors. Hosted by the PNG Chamber of Resources and Energy, the event positions PNG at the center of regional investment dialogue.
Prime Minister James Marape, before departing for Sydney today to participate in PNG Investment Week, emphasized Papua New Guinea's commitment to fostering a welcoming investment climate, particularly in the mining and petroleum sectors. He reassured potential investors that the country is home to some of the largest mining and petroleum companies globally and that their investments will be secure. PM Marape highlighted the progress the government has made in improving regulatory frameworks to ensure transparency, stability, and profitability for investors. He noted that PNG's rich natural resources present opportunities for economic growth and development, and that the government is keen to attract foreign investment to bolster these sectors while ensuring sustainable practices.
So tomorrow my address would be similar but encouraging. We have projects that are already sanctioned and are moving. We have projects that are in the pipeline. And so those projects will be pointed to our investors. No one should doubt Papua New Guinea as an investment destination. We have, for instance, in the mining space, the top 2 mining companies in the world are in PNG. You got Newmont and you have Barrick, 2 Western-based and global publicly listed mining companies. If you want to look at an Asian mining company, do research on Chinese MCC. They are the biggest, they are a subsidiary of the biggest Chinese company already also in our country. So we have credibility in as far as a country that can domesticate or domicile large foreign investors in our country. In the petroleum space, we have ExxonMobil and Total already in our country, the number 1 oil company, the number 1 gas company, so to speak, or LNG company.
The Prime Minister's call for investment aligns with his administration's goals of stimulating economic growth, creating jobs, and enhancing local communities' benefits from resource exploitation. He also encouraged foreign investors to engage with local stakeholders to foster partnerships that benefit both the economy and the environment.
And I will be commending to those who, junior companies, so to speak, who have picked up exploration license or who have picked up in various stages of the statutory regulatory processes. That look, credibility is there, trustworthy is there, government in terms of policy and legislative regimes to have a return on investment to shareholders is there, and let's progress those licenses you have.
Marape will be presenting tomorrow alongside the Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese.
And we'll be opening the Chamber of Resource and Energy Conference tomorrow Tomorrow will be historic. The Australian Prime Minister is joining me and we'll be jointly opening the session tomorrow. What a year to do this jointly on our 50th year of our sovereignty and independence. The Australian Prime Minister will be there with me. That's the first time these conferences will be having an Australian Prime Minister. Usually Australian ministers are in attendance and do deliver keynote addresses. Tomorrow's session at 8:30 to 9:15, the Australian Prime Minister, the Honourable Anthony Albanese, and myself will be jointly opening the core conference.
Under the theme Stronger Together Investing for the Future, this year's summit will bring together the top minds and decision makers from government, business and community. Freddie Mo, TVWAN News.
Meantime, Prime Minister James Marape also confirmed that he will attend some side meetings whilst in Sydney, including the PNG National Rugby League team participation in the NRL.
I want to indicate to the country, the NRL conversation is not sports only. It's sports, commerce, business, tourism. We will use NRL as a catalyst to first and foremost change Port Moresby and change PNG. Safe city in Port Moresby, work with NCD. Infrastructure improvement, because it's now a lifestyle change. It is not just one game like Kumul playing one game or etc. It's you got more than 14 games, if I'm not wrong, every year here, and our team flying out to play. So it's going to be completely lifestyle change in Port Moresby City, and we hope as a result of this we're able to cascade or permeate that lifestyle change to the rest of the country. So safe city will run with it, the city camera will run with it, the improving. I will be on Friday. I'm meeting the Honourable John Kappa in a conversation on creating over 5,000 allotments in Port Moresby Northeast to create, eliminate settlement and settle people properly, including all of you. That's something that I want to do before 2027 election. So NRL is a game changer for us.
The PNG Women in Business Foundation executives who were allegedly removed from the organization in 2021 have taken the matter to court after years of fighting a silent battle. The foundation was founded by the late businesswoman Janet Sape in 2006 as a platform for PNG women to seek financial support. The foundation is also a shareholder of Women's Microbank or Mama Bank.
Registered with the IPA on November 8, 2006 as a not-for-profit organization called PNG Women in Business Limited, the company holds the trading licenses for Women's Microbank or Mama Bank. Basically, the foundation is a 60% shareholder in PNG Women in Business Limited. According to the interim director of PNG Women in Business Limited, Waila Koloa, she was removed in a meeting conducted in February 2021. She claims that those involved in the meeting allegedly used her signature to make substantial changes and carried out activities using the company Women in Business Limited.
Our records at IPA were tampered with. So I was removed illegally. I've been fighting my case for the last 4 years to bring back my company.
Koloa said she could not fight for her rights at that time due to threats and financial constraints to afford a lawyer. However, this year they managed to find a lawyer, leading to their matter now being put before the court.
Threats from phone calls from the two guys. So like when I received those phone calls, my life was important. I have to, stop for a while and work quietly. Constrained that I couldn't get a lawyer because companies, they even garnished the company account, you see. So I couldn't get anywhere, go far to find money to come and represent this. But by God's grace, I went ahead with my foundation here looking for a lawyer.
Their lawyer, Emmanuel Kasi from Saringa and Association Lawyers, said the custodians of the foundation were removed through alteration and fabrication of signatures to make changes to the company records. Based on that, they brought the matter to the court.
Koloa and two other who were representative custodians of the PNG Women in Business Foundation, INC, who got voted in as representative, and they hold the 60% shares in the Women in Business Limited Company. So they were fraudulently removed through some alterations and some fabrication of signatures of Swaila Koloa to do changes to IPA records, company records, and even to the banks that they was falsify their signatures and do changes.
He said the National Court on Friday, December 5th, issued interim orders against the persons of interest named in the proceedings. The interim orders will be issued to them once the orders are issued by the court registry. Kasi said the matter will return to court next year for trial. Meanwhile, Acting Interim President Roslyn Temata called on the members of the foundation to support the fight to restore the organization so it can carry out its duties.
It's like court time. Only resolving Mogata something, we will put the house in order.
Tracy Pa, TVWAN News.
This is TVWAN News. After the break, no bail for wire catapult crime and work to start on new Lay suburb.
For too long, banking has felt out of reach for many. But now, BSP's One-Took Wallet is here to change that. Send and receive money, pay bills, and top up. It's your money, wherever, whenever. Because at BSP, we are committed to improving how our customers connect to our One-Talks, to our family, to the ones we love. BSP's One-Took Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# for everyone.
Hiya, Mama. You wait then, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magic kakaru, get up and big smile on face. Time for kim chicken, a great kumutu. Sip, sip, the moo, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, the taste PNG loves.
P&G's favorite soft drink now in bottles. GoSport brings you fresh, bold flavors in brand new 500ml bottles. Taste the rainbow. More freshness, more flavor, more fun. Lime, orange, raspberry, and pineapple. Proudly made in P&G. Proudly GoSport.
Long year 2024, 7 baby i-born one time HIV. HIV ikan go long baby long triple rot. Time bel mama ikat HIV, long time long karen baby, na time baby isusu. Tasol yumi can help him bel mama, long look out him baby inside long bell. Go quick time long bel mama clinic, na kisim antenatal check. Time yumi pan him sick HIV ariap, o time bel mama i-positive penis, early treatment ikan save him baby. Give him baby healthy start long life. Stop him spread long sick HIV igo long baby. This lutok sawa ikam long National AIDS Council Secretariat.
This is Gospel Africa.
You will always win. You will always win. You've never lost the battle. You've never lost a battle. You will always win. You will always win. You've never lost the battle. You've never lost the battle. You will always win. You will always win. You've never lost the battle. You've never lost the battle. You always win. You will always win. You never lost the battle.
Welcome back. Acting Assistant Commissioner of Police for NCD and Central, Benjamin Turi, has announced that anyone arrested for possessing a wire catapult will not be granted police bail. Commander Turi made this announcement following an attempted robbery against an unmarked police vehicle in Port Moresby on Saturday, December 6th.
Police report revealed that 3 suspects who were involved in the robbery on December 6th were arrested and are now detained. They were found armed with a homemade gun, a wire catapult, 5 arrows, and 1 kitchen knife. Police caught them at Evos Avenue while in the act of robbing the police officers in the unmarked vehicle. Assistant Commissioner of Police for NCD and Central, Benjamin Turi, said that there had been many media reports about how dangerous wire catapults are in East Sepik Province and other parts of the country, describing them as very dangerous weapons. He said anyone caught or known for producing the weapon will be dealt with accordingly with the full force of law. Turi said the weapon is very dangerous and people who are victims sustain permanent injuries or die if not treated quickly. Therefore, ACP Turi further urged the public to report anyone caught using a wire catapult to the police. This will help reduce wire catapult crimes. Wildfindai, TV1 News.
The National Fisheries Authority and the National Institute of Standards and Industrial Technology signed a Memorandum of Understanding on December 5th to enhance fisheries sector standards. This collaboration aims to raise the quality, safety and competitiveness of PNG's fisheries sector.
The MOU outlines a 3-year framework for cooperation in measurement and calibration services, laboratory accreditation, certification audits, and training support. It will also help to strengthen the national capacity to meet international requirements for fish and fish products. Through the PNG Laboratory Accreditation Scheme, NICIT will work with NFA to ensure designated food testing laboratories meet ISO IEC 17025 requirements. The MOU commits both agencies to develop and expand essential technical services crucial to the fisheries industry, including calibration and measurement services.
For us at the NFA, we've done a lot of reforms, and definitely we will need development partners to help us deliver those reforms. We definitely cannot deliver the reforms and respond to government directives alone. And I think for NICIT, you play a very important role in terms of assisting us with regards to your mandated functions in the area of measurements and standards and all that, especially in the areas that in the area of audit certification and all that. And with the PSMA coming on board, we definitely will need your assistance in areas of expertise.
Acting Director General for NICIT, Joe Panga, said the preparations for the MOA with NFA started in 2011 and have come a long way, but perhaps it was meant for 2025.
I think we've come a long way in those discussions, and we've learned so much too as an institution to facilitate. Our role is really to support regulatory bodies like you. You're the frontliners, and it's our job to make sure we do our best to support all your needs. And I recently attended the WTO Technical Barriers to Trade meeting in Geneva about 2 weeks back, and you could start to understand the role that these important institutions play and how we should try and partner. And I like the word you use, collaboration, because
Panga said there are so many players in the region and how they interrelate becomes critical. NICIT is the national body responsible for addressing technical standards and leveling the playing field. NICIT states that having a regional agreement on what is accepted, especially on standards and measurement systems, is important. Frida Kana, TV1 News.
The 10 ward councillors of the Madang Urban Local Level Government and the newly elected town mayor, Ishmael Yama, were sworn in last week by Senior Provincial Magistrate Fridolin Kambibel at the MU LLG Chamber.
Provincial Senior Magistrate Fridolin Campbell took the opportunity to remind the councillors of their priorities and the people of their wards who have voted them into office. He added that they needed to work together with government officers to get things done. Campbell stressed that there were areas they must look into, like the Liquor Licensing Board, which has been inactive for a few years now. He acknowledged women's participation in leadership and encouraged men to work together with women's groups to develop the province. He also indicated that he would like to see more women elected to council leadership in the future. The only female elected to the Medan Urban Local Level Government Council is Ward 9 member Regina Ropra. After being sworn in, she is confident of restoring law and order in her ward, known for its high crime rate. Ropra vowed to make a difference with more women's participation in her community. Susan Oriape, TVWAN News.
A milestone that's changing lives and homes at Murray Barracks. The 100 house has just been renovated and it's more than bricks and mortar. It's about opportunity. The Murray Barracks Married Quarters last week received renovation of its 100 house. The upgrade marks a strong partnership between the Australian Defence Cooperation Programme, the PNG Defence Force, and the Urban Youth Employment Project Phase 2. Through this program, young Papua New Guineans gained hands-on experience in skilled trades while improving living conditions for PNGDF families. Participants say the initiative is life-changing, giving them the tools for a brighter future. This collaboration is building more than houses, it's building futures. People in Lae, Morobe Province, will soon be able to own their own homes in fully serviced residential allotments. This follows a groundbreaking ceremony on Saturday, December 6th at Igam by Lae MP and Deputy Prime Minister John Rosso. The new suburb project at Igam, outside Lae City, will see 1,300 homes built in partnership with the Lae City Authority, Comrade Trustee Services Limited and its subsidiary, Toya Homes Limited. Member for Lae and Deputy Prime Minister John Rosso said they are not merely launching a housing project, but are laying the foundation for a new era of urban growth, social stability, and economic empowerment for working Papua New Guineans. The partnership will deliver 1,300 fully serviced residential allotments supported by a commercial precinct, green spaces, a school, a health center, and essential public utilities. DPM Rosso outlined that for nearly 50 years, Lae has not seen a major housing expansion since the last large-scale development in 1975. He outlined that for decades, our people have struggled with overcrowding, informal settlements, limited service land, and rising rental costs. Today, his vision of making land and housing accessible is becoming a reality, and it is his wish to ensure the people of Lae can now buy service land provided through Toya Homes and finally build a dwelling to call a home. This project is not for the elite. Rosso stressed that this project is for the working middle to low income earners who work in the city of Lae. Land clearing, grubbing, and perimeter fencing will commence on the 9th of December 2025 and works will continue through the 30th of June 2026. Full civil servicing will begin in July 2026 and the first batch of serviced allotments will be available for sale in the fourth quarter of 2026. We apologize we are not able to bring you the finance report as it was not provided to us. This is TV1 News. We'll bring you the day's other stories after the break. Stay tuned.
Banking doesn't have to be complicated. With PSP's OneTalk Wallet, control your money wherever, whenever. Dial *131#, enter your PIN, select cash in or out, and generate a secure code to withdraw cash. It's the only wallet for cardless ATM withdrawals. Send and receive funds, pay for goods and bills, or withdraw cash with ease. All with PSP's OneTalk Wallet. PSP's OneTalk Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# today.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo in milk taste and added nutrients, Milo in milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Find PNG made.
Enjoy life when we work together, making happy memories that last forever. Haren, Coke, Young, or roll a scale rice family meal with toast. We bring out the smiles, cause it's a favorite by miles. Seni sigona scale rice, low scale price. Seni sigona scale rice, low scale price. But you like him?
Hands full? No problem. Use your voice to talk to TISA Bank.
Hey Siri, send 100 kina to mom.
Sending 100 kina.
Just say it and Siri does the rest. Super convenient, safe and secure. Always with you. TISA Bank. Banking on change.
I would like to announce my retirement from tennis.
Welcome home. Hey.
Welcome to Intro to Pickleball.
What happened to my tennis court?
Your tennis court. I saw you talking with the developers earlier.
If we can't raise enough money by the end of the year, we have no choice but to sign the deal.
A pickleball tournament on Christmas Day. Proceeds go to the club. With a name like Luke Hollis, we could get more viewers.
I don't play doubles.
You do now.
They love their Christmas traditions, which is why we are here. Can we cut?
I got this. I'm going inside to get warm. You get to deal with the diva. Take 5, everyone.
Hannah?
Miss Daly. I never said you could call me by my first name.
Instead of renovating, we'll be decorating. We'll turn this place into a winter wonderland.
That was great. You're a one-take wonder.
Welcome back. The St. Charles Luanga Catholic parishioners in Gerehu Stage 2 in Port Moresby gathered with Catholic missionaries to remember the life of late Father John Willio of West New Britain Province at his funeral service today. Port Moresby Archbishop Cardinal Sir John Ribat led the Mass, joined by other priests, brothers, and the congregation. The late Father Willio served as a priest for more than 20 years till his untimely passing on November 3, 2025.
The Mass started with liturgical songs led by the youth of St. Charles Luanga, gracing the funeral service of an instrumental missionary. Main celebrant Port Moresby Archbishop Cardinal Sir John Ribat led the Mass with respect to the late priest, who was one of his understudies back in 1992 in the novitiate. Father John Willio was ordained a priest on November 13, 2004, and his first major appointment was an assistant parish priest at St. Charles Luanga Parish at Gerehu Stage 2 in the Archdiocese of Port Moresby. He was later appointed parish priest by the late Archbishop Brian Benz and faithfully served the parish from 2005 to 2011. He contributed immensely to the Catholic Church of Papua New Guinea, including pastoral vicar of the Archdiocese of Port Moresby from 2008 to 2016 and as provincial superior of the Missionaries of the Sacred Heart from 2017 to 2023, and also served various roles in the Catholic Church. Cardinal Ribat described him as a key figure in pastoral renewal who worked closely with parishes, youths, and lay leaders to ensure the church responded effectively to the challenges of the time. It was laid to rest at the Catholic Theological Institute at Bomana this afternoon. Michael Tamtipais, TVWAN News.
Turning abroad, the European Union is watching and will be learning from Australia's new laws to bar under-16s from social media, which officially rolls out on December 10th. Australia led the world in introducing laws to require 10 platforms, including TikTok, Instagram, and Snapchat, to take reasonable steps to block young users or face fines. Europe is now eyeing similar bans as well as proposals for a late-night curfew, curbs on addictive features, and an EU-wide age verification app. A new podcast has been launched aiming to shine a light on the increasing barriers faced by people living with a disability in the publishing and creative industries. Crip Culture interviews 14 disabled authors from around Australia about how they have built and sustained their careers.
For author Fiona Murphy and disability advocate Rosie Putland, Crip Culture has been a labour of love.
Over the last 9 months, we've been interviewing authors from right across Australia, asking them questions about how they've started in their writing career, but also more importantly, how they're sustaining their career when they have a disability or illness.
The first season focuses on disabled authors and their experience in the publishing industry. How accessible is it? Are there still barriers?
The new podcast celebrates creatives living with a disability while also highlighting the many challenges being faced every day.
It can start from right at the beginning of finding accessible writing classes or courses that are affordable and accessible to hone your craft. We heard a lot of stories of authors not being able to get up on stage because they might have mobility aids or be a wheelchair user. And to have that experience of sitting with the audience while the rest of the panel are on stage is incredibly disheartening.
When the pair sat down earlier this year to record the episodes, they wanted it to be a call to action, but also a love letter to those in the creative community and to aspiring writers.
You're not alone, we're all here, and we all have amazing stories.
Funded by an Arts Tasmania grant, they're now hopeful of future funding to keep the conversations flowing.
Reef restorations are one way the state government is looking to build resilience against algal blooms. Beachgoers caught a glimpse at the work at Henley Beach today.
A hands-on approach bringing an ocean back to life. The process recycling shells into 25 community oyster reefs on display at Henley Beach, encouraging people to get involved.
We are really serious about getting thousands and thousands of shells together so that we can build these community oyster reefs.
The state government initiative will use the oysters as a natural defence against algal blooms.
They are like the kidneys of the ocean, so they filter the water.
Long term, this is how we actually build some resilience into our marine environment for years to come.
But it's a long journey from the dinner table to the sea. The shells are sun-bleached for at least 6 months to sterilise them. Researchers want to find a quicker way.
Experimenting with pizza ovens and other ways to really cook the shell and anything that could be potentially living on them, and then we'll analyse them to see if we can sterilise them quickly that way.
Meaning more reefs in the ocean sooner.
With scorching temperatures over the weekend, many Canberrans made their way to the pool to cool down. However, there is a concern within some community groups that the public pools are no longer a priority and face an uncertain future.
Canberrans were back in the water this weekend, bringing the local pool back into focus.
Public pools are, I guess, a fundamental pillar of community.
But community groups are concerned the future of some public pools are in danger.
They're ageing, falling apart, and we will slowly see pools disappear.
They're worried the downward spiral of this site may become a trend.
With Big Splash, for example, being run down and now left to rack and ruin with graffiti, and its future is unknown.
They're also concerned the addition of pools at gyms are not an adequate replacement for public pools.
It can cost $20, $40, sometimes even $60 to go to a gym to swim at their facility.
Summertime also means water sports are heating up, with Canberra's underwater rugby teams back into it.
So we play in a deep pool, preferably anything over 3.5 metres. So that's why Civic is perfect for us, because it's 5 metres deep.
Civic Pool is slated to be closed though, replaced by the new Canberra Aquatic Centre at Commonwealth Park.
And that's quite concerning for us, because if we don't have Civic Pool, our sport will die.
It's led to calls for the new aquatic centre to have a deep pool to cater for a variety of sports.
We share the pool with the diving team, the synchronised swimming team, the water polo group, and there's a lot of water polo groups in Canberra.
The new site will have a 50-metre pool and splash play areas, but no word yet if it'll feature a diving pool.
You're watching TV1 News. Sports is next. Stay tuned.
Always on WhatsApp? Then this is your style of banking with TISA. Check your account balance or even chat with a TISA Bank agent. Get started today by following these simple steps. 1. Save TISA Bank's official WhatsApp number in your phone. 2. Open WhatsApp and send a simple hi. 3. Follow the menu to start banking. It's that easy. TISA Bank. Banking on change.
Okay.
Hi.
Yes.
Can I get a loan for my PNG contract?
You need to fill out these forms, these ones, and then you can get back to me. Okay?
Hello? Hello? Anyone? Hi, I'm Kenny. Can I get a loan here?
Not here. Not right now.
Hi, I'm Kenny. Can I get a loan here?
Of course, Kenny. I'll take down your details. I'll help with the credit check.
Thank you.
And I'll help with your business plan.
1 car Kenny. 20 car Kenny. 1,000 car Kenny. FinCorp. Fast forward your finance from zero to hero.
Hello from amazing Port Moresby. Our capital gives you something fresh every day. It's just a place to cool off, to spoil the pickaninnies and yourself. Turn mornings into afternoons and make some friends.
Hello, Para.
Stretch your legs. Cheer on your team. Get some fresh air and a change of scenery. Take a deep breath and enjoy the sights and sounds of the city where we love to say, hello, Pearl. There's fly, play, and stay packages to suit your budget. See how we can get to know each other at papuaNewGuinea.travel.
Hello, hi friends and family. Merry Christmas to you all.
Sending Christmas wishes to friends and families around the nation.
Hi family and friends. Merry Christmas to you all and a very special one to my daughter, Alia.
Hi and Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year to you guys.
So I just want to send my Christmas greetings to my family and my colleagues. Merry Christmas, guys.
Not forgetting the wonderful viewers across the Pacific and PNG.
This Christmas, let love take center stage.
It's you! Welcome to the Evergreen Mansion, Miss Jane.
You know me?
Dad, we inviting family Lo Carlos here.
Let's take them by surprise. Come on.
Yes! Cooking for us! Yay!
Let's go, let's go.
She's the same girl whom I've waited for my entire life.
Only on TV1 Plus.
Thanks for staying with us. Gulf Comara have secured their 2025 Papua New Guinea Premier Soccer League Grand Final spot after a convincing victory over Giants Hekari, 3-0 at the PNG Football Stadium in Port Moresby. Komara maintained dominance throughout the match and showed their determination to snatch the 2025 title. Komara left Hekari no room to come back. The winners will now meet FC Morobe Wawens in the PSL Grand Final next week.
Gulf Komara have showcased a staggering performance in the first half and maintained the winning spirit to prove their dominance over Hekari in the end. Leading from the front was striker Yamo Manu and key players Palapol and a concrete defense put up by Thomas Yangum, Ronald Regi, Ezekiel Vela and Vili Numa. Komara's first goals came from Vili Numa and Yamo Manu. Komara led 2-0 at halftime. Despite the Giants' efforts, they could not find the net, leaving Gulf Komara in a strong position as the match progressed. With this lead, Gulf Komara was looking to secure their spot in the grand final. In the second half, Komara advanced their thrilling action, outplaying Hekari's backs led by the captain Peter Dabinyaba. Despite numerous attempts by Hekari strikers Gogi Valley and Emmanuel Kaposing, they could not secure the needed goal. Komara's key man Paul came up with a legitimate goal in the last 10 minutes that sealed the win for his side. Komara head coach David Awa commended his side's top performance to beat one of the strongest sides in the Premier Soccer League.
Oh, the boys played exceptionally well today, and this is from obviously last week's game coming off high win, and then they're just taking it into this game. All credit to the boys. They worked hard this week, they worked hard all year, and they deserve to get it done final.
Komara proved to be the better side in the hand against the all-time favourites of Papua New Guinea soccer, the Hekari. Michael Tamtipais, TVWAN Sports.
The national women's cricket team, PNG Lewas, put on brave performances against some of the top women's cricket nations in the region, finishing 5th out of 8 at the recent ICC Women's Emerging Nations Trophy 2025. Lewas will tour Australia this month for the Australian Country Championships in Adelaide, leading up to the Regional World Cup qualifier in Nepal in January 2026.
Upon the team's arrival back in the country last Friday, PNG Lewas coach Mahuru Dai is satisfied with how the young team performed against some of the world's experienced sides in the ICC Women's Emerging Nations Trophy 2025 held recently.
It was a big challenge for our girls to play, and the young team to play in that level. So yeah, girls tried their best. They were playing, they were fighting so hard. Every game they played. So yeah, I'm impressed with how they perform.
Dai noted that the Lewas won 4 out of 7 games, which was impressive. When reflecting on the team's recovery process, Coach Dai said the team has returned to the pitch and is in training ahead of their next assignment, which is the Adelaide Australian Country Championships T20 from January 11 to February 2, 2026.
We fly out on the 30th of December. We will play in ACCC, which is Australia Country Championship. From there we fly out to Nepal for the World Cup qualifier, which is an important tournament for us to qualify for the World Cup.
He added that the players are working hard to fine-tune their craft, mainly on skills, game management, and maintaining a strong mindset to sustain pressure.
There's few areas that individual girls needs to work them out before we go there, in terms of the knowledge of the situation during the game, and on the mental side, and also the skills wise in terms of rotating the strike every ball, or collecting ones. Yeah, these are the things that we need to work hard on our training, or even the running between the wickets as well, on the terms of SNC condition stuff. Yeah.
Coach Dai would be banking on the experience of Captain Brenda Tau, young Holland Doriga, veteran Poke Siaka in batting, and Henau Thomas to lead the bowlers. That indicates that the team will be maintained based on current form and combination, with a few young girls needing exposure to be included in the side. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
PNG Lewa's captain, Brenda Tau, has commended her team for their outstanding performance at the recent ICC Women's Emerging Nations Trophy 2025 tournament in Thailand. This outing has prepared the team well for the regional qualifier in Nepal in January 2026.
After impressive wins against Thailand and the Netherlands, who are part of the T20 World Cup Global Qualifier, an elated Lewa skipper Brendan Tau expressed confidence and was proud of how far the team has come together to stay in the fight against their more fancied opponents.
Yeah, it was a good tournament, to be honest. Yeah, there's a lot of fight, and the team energy, effort, and commitment has been really good. The girls are looking forward to the tournament that is coming up, which is in Nepal, and there's only one goal for us, is to qualify, and that's the goal all the girls have, and we're looking forward to it.
Upon their return, the girls took a couple of days off to spend time with their families before resuming training today.
Good to be back, having a few days off with the family. It's been a month, been away from them, so coming back and just spending time with them, it has been really good, and it was a good quality time. So yeah, we're just really happy to be back and there to train.
The Leva's captain said the highlights of the tournament was playing against Thailand and the Netherlands, which were challenging for the team.
I would actually highlight the game against Netherlands and Thailand. I think it was a really good good game for the girls. Like I said earlier, the fighting spirit, the girls had, and we just had one goal, and it's to go out there and to win games and to learn also. And unfortunately some of the games didn't go our way, but we're still proud of the girls and the fight that they've actually put out there. And the few highlights I would do is the game against Thailand and Netherlands.
Brenda emphasized that they have taken lessons from the recent tournament. She said it is good preparation for the World Cup qualifier. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
Australia went 2-0 up in the Ashes series lead, capping off a dominant display on day 4 at the Gabba in Brisbane on Sunday. The victory keeps Australia top of the World Test Championship table with a perfect 100% of possible points in their 5 matches, while England drops below New Zealand to 7th.
Lead Australia have, they'll be looking to press on.
Pinning England into a corner at 6 for 134 in the second innings at the end of day 3 after posting first innings score of 511. Australia's all-out pace attack were pushed in their charge, with England opting for a more defensive approach at the start of day 4. England's skipper Ben Stokes and Will Jacks buckled down for the first session on day 4, but a stunner from Steve Smith of Michael Ness's bowling got Australia the breakthrough. Nessa continued delivering for the host as he ran through the tail-enders and secured a maiden 5-wicket. Stokes recorded 50 runs and was the only England batter to score a half-century in the innings. Chasing 65, Gus Atkinson troubled Australia early, but Smith's attacking secured an 8-wicket win for the host within the 10-over mark. Coincidentally, this was the same margin by which Australia had overcome England in the first test in Perth. With the second test done and dusted, both nations look forward to the third test in Adelaide on December 17. The fourth test will be played at the Melbourne Cricket Ground on December 16, and the fifth and final test at the Sydney Cricket Ground on January 4, 2026. Susan Oreape, TV1 Sports.
England are 2-0 behind in the Ashes after another dominant Australian display at the Gabba on Sunday, leaving the skipper, Ben Stokes, searching for answers with 3 tests to go. Since their 5th Ashes Test win in the 2010-2011 season, England have failed to win their last 17 tests in Australia, losing on 15 occasions and drawing 2. England's difficulties extended beyond pressure moments, acknowledging that its bowlers and batters struggled to execute the plans required. The England skipper stood out as the lone warrior in his side's second innings slump, amassing 50 vital runs to keep England in contention. Despite his best efforts, Australia raced to a dominant 8-wicket win. The Springboks Sevens successfully defended their HSBC Sevens Cape Town title spectacularly, edging Argentina by 21-19 in a hard-fought final on Sunday afternoon.
Back-to-back, and we are underway.
The teams finished on 3 tries apiece, but it was a moment of defensive brilliance with the time up on the clock that had a crowd of over 30,000 on their feet as the Blitzboks became the first team to successfully defend the Cape Town title. They had to dig deep, though, after Argentina took a 19-7 lead early in the second half, but the Blitzboks did what was necessary and finished the weekend as the only unbeaten men's team at DHL Stadium. Argentina scored first from a midfield scrum. They sent the ball to the left and Luciano Gonzalez went over with the conversion, giving them a 7-0 lead after 2 minutes. At this stage, the Blitzboks were guilty of making too many uncharacteristic mistakes, which allowed Argentina to keep the pressure up and from the restart after the break. But then South African guards came into play, with the replacements lifting the tempo. It was a bit of an arm wrestle at this stage, and Argentina managed to keep possession, but again the Blitzboks turned the ball over for a try under the uprights, with the conversion pushing them into a 2-point lead with 30 seconds remaining. The drama wasn't over yet, as the restart went straight into touch, and Argentina had one last chance, but the Blitzboks defense was absolutely superb, and after a couple of massive hits, they won a penalty to seal the deal. Susan Oriape, TV1 Sports.
And now, the weather.
Southern, Port Moresby partly cloudy, showers and possible thunderstorms. Popondetta, cloudy periods with some rain and rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Momase, LA, partly cloudy with few showers and possible thunderstorms. Vanimo, mostly fine. New Guinea Islands, Lorengau and Kimber, cloudy periods with some rain and rain showers and possible thunderstorms. And Buka, cloudy periods, some showers, possible thunderstorms. And Highlands, Mount Again, Mendi, Tari and Wabek, cloudy periods, then some rain and rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Ocean forecast. Coral Sea sees slight to moderate with easterly to southeast winds of 10 to 20 knots. Solomon Sea sees moderate to rather rough with south to southeast winds of 10 to 20 knots, increasing to 25 knots at times. Bismarck Sea sees rough to very rough with west to northwest winds of 20 to 33 knots, reaching 47 knots. Pacific Ocean sees moderate to rough with southeast to northwesterly winds of 10 to 20 knots, reaching 25 to 33 knots. Coastal waters, waters of Samarai Island to Cape Vogel and all Milne Bay Islands, seas 1 to 2 meters rising to 2.5 meters. Waters of Madang to Wewak, Vanimo and northern PNG and Indonesia border, and waters of Manus and its western group of islands, seas 2 to 3 meters.
And that ends the news tonight. From the news team and I, pleasant evening.
The TVWAN News was proudly brought to you by